Peace to the family. Just wanted to touch base with y'all, talking about the movie Birth of a Nation, talking about the movie that brother Nate Parker put out, which I must say I thought was a phenomenal movie. Thought it was a real good movie. There are those I've been reading all kinds of articles who want to criticize. Let me just say this from the start, man. Look, white people, people in general, they don't want a movie about Nat Turner to really come out. They don't want that to happen. It's an inspiration to see black people who would actually stand up and take a stand against. And think about Nat Turner back in those days, man. These people were being tortured. White people, what they do, the system of white supremacy, they torture people. They dehumanize people. They'll take people and put all kinds of steel cages over their mouths and dig tunnels and put them underneath of the ground and make our people suffer. This is how they were going about making our people fear them during those times, during those days. Torture, just like brothers today in the prison industry, the prison industrial complex. They'll take them in and put them in these tight little cells and, have brothers all become claustrophobic and things of that nature. So, understand that they don't really want this movie really to come out. And even though you had Nate Parker, who put a lot of effort into getting this movie out, it was picked up by they played it through the Sundance Film Festival and picked up by Fox Searchlight. And, overwhelming crowds was 90 some percent white who stood up and gave standing ovations for this movie. But best believe, the overwhelming majority of white folks don't want this movie to come out because it's going to inspire people to stand up and do something. The biggest thing about this movie, although everything is not 100% accurate like no movie is, movies are supposed to paint a picture of a particular character, draw you in emotionally to that character, and this picture actually did that. I've read and studied a lot about Nat Turner in the past. I've studied a lot about Nat Turner, and you get a visual from reading, but when you actually see it on the screen and you see a portrayal of Nat Turner, it does something different for you. Everything may have not been 100%. Look, they go into rape scenes and all, and a lot of people want to talk about, that scene wasn't accurate. It's not historically correct. It's not historically incorrect because it was going on so much. Let's face the facts that black women during that time was not just people to work in the field or to produce children. Black women during that time was to be sex toys for white people during that time. And sometimes black men also. So it's a good chance that some of those things actually happened, but you can't prove that it didn't happen. But I think that what brother Nate Parker has done has been brilliant. There was a guy who wrote a book in the 70s, 80s, William Strawn, who wrote a book about Nat Turner. And in the beginning of the book, he say, there are some historical correct facts in his book, but for the most part, he used his creative genius to create the movie. So he just had Nat Turner as a homosexual tendencies. He loved white women and things of that nature. So and basically discredited what Nat Turner had done. Even the movie Goodbye Uncle Tom, they actually go from that book and they do a depiction of Nat Turner as being some crazy bloodthirsty person who lusted after white women, and he did it basically because he was in love. It's some craziness, crazy stuff. So black people today, we need something to happen. And if right now we're mentioning the name Nat Turner, Nat Turner is alive and well. Nat Turner's alive and well, and we're talking about him. We've been speaking his name. We've been having conversation, and we need to have those conversations about our ancestors. 185 years later, and we talking about Nat Turner. I've been talking about Nat Turner since I've been conscious, and that's been for over 20 years now that I've been in a movement. And Nat Turner was one of the people who actually, when I started to read the Confessions by Thomas Gray, who was the lawyer that Nat Turner sat down with and supposedly had given him an account of everything that had happened. We can see where Nat Turner probably gave him some of the accounts, and we can see where Thomas Gray used his pen to try to write some things in, So you got to do a lot of research. I've been to Southampton County. We've done the Nat Turner tour before. Actually, we'll be doing another one coming October the 30th. But we only got like 9 more seats left for that. And, you know, we want to encourage y'all to come out. Come out this Saturday, the 15th, October the 15th. People say, who you bringing into town to break this down, Brother Jabari? I ain't bringing nobody to town to break this down. I'm bringing myself because, you know, I'm definitely one of the people who can talk about Nat Turner. I've done extensive research on the Right Reverend Prophet Nat Turner, and, you know, I'm one of those folks that's in Nat Turner's army. You know what I'm saying? I'm like in the spiritual army. So he's like a spiritual father, you know, to me, since I've been in the movement. And just his spirit, his dedication, and his willingness and things that he's offered to our people, and his dedication and just a sincere brother that he is. So brothers and sisters, come out this Saturday, October the 15th. You want to come out? I'm going to put the link on this actual video. You can get your tickets on sale. And check this out. For those who complain and say you ain't got the money and all that kind of stuff, you know what I mean? And say, hey, look, I need some tickets. I ain't got it or whatever. Look, come on out. I mean, you know, sign up, hit me on the inbox, and we'll work that out. You know, if you really want to come out. Space is limited because we only got space for about 65 people to come out to this event in this place. So if you want to get there, you want to get your tickets early, you want to contact me. But we're going to talk about, we're going to lay it down about Nat Turner, about some of these people who've been writing these articles and these cruel articles. We're going to talk about Nate Parker and these rape allegations and all those different things that's going on. We're going to lay it down. We're going to lay it down. We're going to give you some of the stuff that was true, what wasn't true. Like I said, you know, in most parts, some of those things were really happening, but we're going to lay down a historical foundation. And when you leave there empowered to actually want to do something, to be a part of something and make it happen. Like I said, but we can't expect one movie to come out, just one movie. You know, one documentary had Hidden Colors earlier this year, and you had Black Wall Street by Dr. Boyce Watkins to come out this year, and then we got Nate Parker with the Nat Turner movie. We can't expect just these things to happen. We got to keep on pushing black media and getting things out to our people so our people can see black excellence. They can see what our people have done here in America and all over the world. And they can constantly see these black images. And we got to get this black media rolling so we can constantly bombard our people, because we bombarded every single day with these white commercials, with these stories that people watch all the time, whether it be sports or whatever. We totally bombarded into having this European mind frame that we find ourselves in today. So, brothers and sisters, that Nat Turner is alive and well. You know, this weekend, you want to come out, hey, peace.